shame I've been divorced 2 times over dumb shit. I'm ashamed my son call another nigga pops. Cause his mom still bitter, we didn't work it out.
Man, that's one thing about Slim. Boy, he know how to rock. He'll rock the mic. Good morning, YouTube, Bigo. What's up, y'all? Y'all know what it is. Y'all know it's time, right, for our weekly recap. It's the Monday tap in. We getting ready to get into it. Everybody, well, Bigo, you can't see, but on YouTube, you all can see my plant, Susie. That's my plant, Susie, my baby. Let me tell y'all something else. I honestly feel like that locking my hair up was one of the best decisions I've ever made. Now, it ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? To each his own. But for me personally, I love it. And I'm sitting up here and I'm looking at my hair this morning. I'm like, man, we literally are the only people that can look like a tree and still be beautiful, right? And as I'm looking at my hair and I'm like, God, I look like a tree with a bunch of branches. Then I'm thinking about this song my mother used to sing when I was a little girl. Y'all want to hear it? Because y'all know I'll bust out in the song in a minute. Now, I'm not saying I'm Whitney Houston or none of that, but y'all know I'll sing, right? And it was a church song. And I just remember a few words from it, but it went kind of like this. Just like a tree planted by the water, I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved. I shall not. Now, I don't know if y'all grew up in the church, but that's one of those oldie but goodies. And I'm like, man, if that's not a testimony to my life, just like a tree planted by the water. Woo, we got a lot to cover this morning, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Those of you that are on Bigo, those of you that over here are on YouTube, and also y'all, man, I got some wonderful, wonderful news coming. You know, they say you can't release it because people start hating and trying to figure out a way that they can destroy things. But, you know, there's an old street saying that, and it goes a little something like this. Whenever two bosses meet, there's always a treat. If you ain't up on street lingo, that just means shout out to Miss Deb. Shout out to Deb Anthony. I want to say that. Then I want to say, what y'all think about us taking the Ash Show mainstream? How y'all feel about the Ash Show morning show? I'm just asking. Don't you think everybody need to hear it? I'm just asking. Hold on 1 second. Woo. Hold on. How you do this? All right, let's get back. Now, listen, we got a lot to discuss this morning, okay? Besides that, but I'll let y'all know when that's coming. Man, we have so much to talk about. You got Trump at his rally talking about Joe Biden taking doggone orders from the Easter Bunny. I don't know what's going on. We need to hear about that. We got Mayor Lightfoot being grilled at a press conference where a reporter is asking her, is she really serious about trying to run again, right? After all of the death and destruction that has happened in Chicago. We ain't heard nothing about Black Lives Matter no more, right? Then let's keep going. A military man. Now we need to talk about illegal immigration, and we're not going to make this live, no 2-hour live, y'all. We're going to get in it and we're going to get out. But we need to talk about illegal immigration for a second, not to criticize, but to talk about how it benefits the Black community. Anybody in the comments that want to jump in and you feel like you can tell us how illegal immigration benefits the Black community, I want to hear about it, okay? Then also, Meg Thee Stallion has a new song out, right? And it's called Plan B. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this, right, about how I feel about Meg Thee Stallion. I feel like she really can't rap. I feel like Meg Thee Stallion is a talented rapper. I feel like, you know, her, you know, the way that she rhymes, you know what I'm saying? The way that her words go together, her flow, all that, I'll give her that. But the minute that I heard there was a song dropping called Plan B, I said, man, without even hearing the song, I said, this sounds like a subliminal promotion for Planned Parenthood. Now, don't get me wrong, right? I much rather Plan B than, you know, the abortion and killing the baby, because from my understanding, Plan B helps prevent the life from being created. And if we don't create the life, we don't have to end the life. But when I listened to the song, I said, we got to talk about it, because I pulled up the lyrics and we're going to get into that. We need to talk about these emojis, y'all. Have y'all seen? Let's just go ahead and start off with that, right? Let's just go ahead and start off with these emojis. This is what I want to get started on this morning. This is what I want to get started on this morning. So I created these emojis. Apple created these emojis, and I'm looking at them because I hadn't done the update yet. So my girlfriend was calling me last night, and she's texting me, and she's like, oh, I'm pregnant. I'm like, damn, you pregnant again? Well, we just got to have another baby, because she done had like 3 babies back to back. And she was sending me these emojis, but I couldn't see them because I didn't update my phone. For some reason, every time they ask me to update the phone, I just be like, why I need to update my phone? You know what I'm saying? So let me show y'all something about these new emojis that have been released from Apple. Check this out. There's one. We have the pregnant man emoji, right? Now I'm asking myself, where is the Black family emoji? Where is the Black family emoji? How you got a Black pregnant man emoji before you got a Black family emoji? Let's keep going. Look at this one. Look, a pregnant man emoji, but you don't have a Black family emoji. And what I'm trying to ask our community is, when are we going to be tired of the disrespect? When are we going to be tired of the disrespect? We can go into our emojis right now, and I'm finna, well, maybe, I don't know. Y'all let me know if y'all did the update. The last time I checked, you can select on the family, which shows the man, the woman, and the 2 children, but you can only get a white family. You can't get a Black family. Where y'all at? But we can get a Black man in a beard, but we can get a Black pregnant man, but we can't. Why the white people the only people can have a family, according to Apple? Because I'm about ready to go back to Android after this. I'm about ready to go back to Android after this. Somebody explain. How? Let's call it out like we see it. I'm just asking a question. Yeah, they yellow, but they sure ain't brown. They sure ain't Black. We have to stop supporting these people that are outright racist right in our face, telling us not only should you not exist, we not going to respect the fact that you've ever existed. I mean, just keep it fair across the board. Let's get into this, y'all. We got a long list of stuff we got to talk about today. I think one of the first things I want to do a recap on, because I should have done this a while back, but I was kind of sitting in silence because I was working and plotting on some stuff behind the scenes. but they had Black Maternal Health Week up there in the White House. And I'm sure a lot of y'all saw this. I'm sure a lot of y'all saw what was going on up in the White House with Black Maternal Health Week. If you don't remember, let me share this with you. Not only was Kamala Harris the one that held the speech on the importance of, the Black maternal health, but remember, we've been talking about what has this administration given us? What have we got out of this administration? That's the question that we have been asking, right? We know we got free abortions. We know we got the Equality Act. We've watched, thus far, I don't know how many billion go over to Ukraine. Million. It was an 800 million. Then it was another 800 million. We've, watched the Asians get 50 million. We've watched all of this stuff happen for all of these other communities in America, right? But when it comes to Black Americans, what have they given us? Now, we have had this argument about them not giving us anything because they don't recognize us as Black Americans. That's not who we truly are. They're saying that we fall up under the category of an indigenous people, Indians, right? Whatever. And I'm not saying that that's not true. But what I am saying is that ever since, we've been children, they've had us or either our parents checking a box that identifies us. You apply for a job. They ask you, white, Black, Indian, Hispanic, on your birth certificate, right? I don't even think they ask you. They see a Black baby come out, they just put Black on the birth certificates. When you had, your baby, you get locked up, you go, take your driver's license picture or your ID picture, any of that, they list you as Black. I'm just, got a driver's license right here. I'm just looking at it. Okay. Got your whole picture right here. Anything you apply for, anything you put in your name, they want to know what you look like. It's an identifying factor. And then not only that, when they write executive orders, and particularly identifying us like this one, and we're going to read it. Let me show it to you. Then we got to know when they talking about us and when they directing us and what they're giving us. Let's read this. That's it right there. Is that it? There we go, right there. Here we go. Make sure I make my screen big so y'all can see it because we need to read this. So everybody else got money. Everybody else got anti-hate bills against them. Remember, we said Joe Biden them got in office off of what? The Black vote. We did it, Joe. Black women across the United States talking about they proud to put him in office. Well, let's talk about what he's giving you. This was signed on April 8th, 2022, out of the White House. A proclamation on Black Maternal Health Week. Now, this between this and the lynching bill, I guess we supposed to really feel like we got something, but we're going to get into this, right? This is something that they've done for you Black women out there in America you should be proud of. It says, pregnancy and childbirth should be a dignified, safe, and joyful experience for all. I agree. For far too many mothers, however, complications related to pregnancy, childbirth, and postpartum care can lead to devastating outcomes, including hundreds of deaths each year, okay? So first you said it should be a wonderful thing and we should, all enjoy it. And then you switch it, right, instantly, and it's hundreds of deaths each year, right? And devastating health outcomes from giving birth to children. Then the very next sentence says, this maternal health crisis is particularly devastating for Black women, right? And I got to stop right there because I'm thinking about, this the same month. Y'all first. I don't know if they all working together. I don't know. But you put this claim out here, right? That we dying from childbirth and Black women, you got to sign a whole executive order. And then the next week, you got Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, co-founder of Amazon, giving $275 million to Planned Parenthood for Black women to abort their children. Now, when I read this, I have to ask a question. Why? Why? Why is it Black women? Right? If we got the best health care, if y'all got the Obama Health Care Act that's supposed to, make sure that we all have medical care and medical treatment, if we got some of the number one, hospitals throughout the world, some of the number one doctors, why? Because the last time I checked, anybody let me know, I know that childbirth is something that's natural. Birth is something that's natural. Why Black women? Why is it that me as a Black woman, I'm 3 times more likely to die giving birth to Black life than a white woman or Asian woman? Y'all ain't said nothing about them dying from giving birth to their children. Why? Why? So you want to scare us, right, into giving birth for one thing, because this is all about mind control. It's all about, listen, I don't watch and see dogs give birth. I've seen elephants. I've seen tigers. I've seen monkeys. Birth is natural. I know that my grandmother had 10 children, when none of them born in the hospital. I know that there are women that be on their way to the hospital and end up having their babies in the back of a cab, in the car, end up having their babies at home. Birth is natural. That baby gonna come whether it's a doctor there or not. We have been giving birth since the beginning of time. Black women, you have been giving birth since the beginning of time, before hospitals have ever been created, before doctors have ever been created. Black women, you have been giving birth. They need to help me understand this. Let's continue to read. This maternal health crisis is particularly, devastating for Black women. So it's devastating for us to have our babies. I don't care if you're gay, straight, whatever. We talking about Black women giving birth to Black life. This is an attack on Black life. This is what I need us to wake up to and to understand the attack that we are under. How is it particularly devastating for Black women? You got all these women out here in the world. We just read an article a couple of weeks ago from the New York Post saying why more Black women should marry white. And then we got an executive order from the White House telling us, right, that it's devastating for us to give birth to our children. Why? Why is it devastating for us to give birth to our children? Why? Last time I checked, birth was natural. What's in our skin? What's in our skin? You talking about move past racism. How we gonna move past racism when you sitting up here telling us we gonna die giving birth to our children? When you feel like you gotta sign an executive order just for Black women. Explain how. Let's just talk about the psychology behind this. How you go from telling Black women they gonna die giving birth and then giving $275 million for them to abort their children. Why not $275 to correct whatever the medical problems are that are causing us to die giving life to Black children? And then explain to me how y'all don't understand that this is an attack on Black life. This is what this White House gave you. Let's keep going. This maternal health crisis is particularly devastating for Black women who are more than 3 times likely to die from pregnancy-related complications is white women, regardless of their income or education. Ooh. So then you telling me that it's not about, because when I put out this argument and I see cash apps coming in, you know I'm gonna thank y'all at the end. Y'all please support me. You know, when I put out this argument, they tell me, well, it's because, you know, black women, they don't have access to quality health care. Well, the White House just said it don't matter if you educated or got money. Huh? You gonna die if you had your baby. Listen. This is what they say. They just saying it real nice. They just sugarcoat it. Now you telling us we too dumb? You saying we are too dumb, and you don't care how much money we got. It ain't nothing we can do to educate ourselves. It ain't nothing we can do to make sure that we are getting provided with quality health care, regardless of how much money or education we got. Do you see what is coming out of this Joe Biden administration? Can I read this again for y'all? Can I read it again? Are you all reading with me? You do understand these are not my words, right? This is just my opinion. This is just my commentary. This is just God opening my eyes and using me to open your eyes. You telling us this White House that y'all run around here, we did it, Joe. We supposed to be so proud because they gave us something. Sitting up here telling us that no matter how much money we got or how educated we are, there's nothing we can do, that we are going to die from giving birth to our children. You don't see the attack on Black life? I know I got to read it again. This maternal health crisis. We ain't even got through the first paragraph. We ain't even got through the first paragraph. All we doing is reading and analyzing what they're telling us. This maternal health crisis is particularly devastating for Black women who are more than 3 times as likely to die from pregnancy-related complications as white women. So you comparing us to white women. You intentionally, come on, man. Listen, this maternal health crisis, because I got to read it again to make sure I'm understanding this right. And if y'all in the comments and I'm off and I don't have this right, y'all tell me, because we're reading this together. This website is the whitehouse.gov. This was on April 8th, 2022. This is an executive order that was signed in by Joe Biden. We did it, Joe. This maternal health crisis is particularly devastating for Black women who are more than 3 times as likely to die from pregnancy-related complications as white women, regardless of their income or education. What that means, Joe? I'm just asking. Huh? What that means, Joe? Like, y'all need to get back to the days of our grandmama and them when they was having 10, 12, 11 kids. All of a sudden, we gonna die having our babies. But anytime I go over there on Buford Highway and just ride through some apartments or go see one of my friends, I don't know, they living about 12, 14, 15 to a house. They having all their babies. You opening up the borders, they coming in 30, 40, 50 children at a time. But you telling us, regardless of income or education, that we are going to die giving birth to Black life? Y'all don't feel disrespected? What makes them so much better than us? I just gotta ask this morning. What y'all want to end racism, but you telling me that a white woman is the only one that she can have her children? But if I have my children, I'ma die, and then you gonna tell me I'm not supposed to look at this white woman as if she is superior to me? The White House just told me I'ma die if I have children, but the white woman ain't. Let's keep going. But see, the end of the day, y'all said Black Lives Matter. At the end of the day, you said Black Lives Matter. Y'all done went from Black Lives Matter to black women dying, giving birth to black life. Y'all done went from Black Lives Matter to a white woman giving us $275 million to kill black life before it's born. Y'all done went from Black Lives Matter to telling us that we 3 times likely to die from having our babies than white women, regardless of our income or education. What does that say to you as a black woman? Am I the only one that feels some type of way about that? What about black men in the comments? Y'all mamas, y'all aunties, this is where you came from. How does this make you feel? Because I feel disrespected. What make that white woman so different from me? Like, I don't see these studies happening with animals in the wild. I don't see the black cats that's getting pregnant dying at a higher rate than the white cats or the tan cats or the blue cats or the orange cats. I don't see the black horses in the wild, dying at a higher rate from giving birth to their little ponies than the white horses. I don't see black fish in the sea dying from having eggs at a higher rate than a white fish. I don't see white dogs dying at a higher rate than black. What do they mean? Okay? And then if y'all, the administration of Obama and Obamacare Act and quality health care and all of this, why this not fixed? Why we dying? Let's keep going. During Black Maternal Health Week, we renew our commitment to addressing the crisis of Black maternal mortality and morbidity across the country. So you telling me that you done signed an executive order promising me you gonna look into it? You ain't gonna do nothing about it, right? I know what you're gonna do about it, and we're gonna get to what they did about it. They're gonna give you free funding to kill the baby. But you're gonna tell me that you signed an executive order to look into why this is happening? The Biden administration remains fully committed to, ameliorating these unacceptable disparities and building a healthcare system that is equitable and safe for Black families. These inequities that Black mothers face are not isolated incidents, but rather the byproduct of systemic racism in our society that has festered far too long. Man, come on, man, hitting us with the flim flam. You want to talk to us now about racism. You want to make us think you doing us a favor and you helping us by giving us money to kill our babies, and that's gonna end racism. Yeah, get rid of the niggas. Get rid of it. Man, listen. Listen. Let me keep going. I want y'all to go. I want y'all to read this out, right? And it just talks about a plan to look into this and to make this happen. They say they got a rescue plan, right? They give states the opportunity to provide 12 months of extended postpartum coverage to pregnant people. Well, we was just Black mothers a minute ago. Do y'all see the flim flam? I'm just asking y'all if y'all see the flim flam. We was just black mothers a minute ago. In your first paragraph, in your headline, we were black mothers. Now we pregnant people. Are we mothers or pregnant people? Come on, man. It don't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. When y'all gonna slow down and just begin to read and begin to listen? We don't went from mothers to pregnant people in the same speech. Why I'm not a mother when you talking about helping me? I'm a black mother when you addressing the fact that I'm dying from having my children. But when it comes to help, all of a sudden, I'm pregnant people. I ain't no black mother no more. So we're not going to recognize helping the black mother. We're going to recognize helping the black people and put an emphasis on the black mother dying. So since the black mother dying, we need to help pregnant people. Well, if the black mother dying, why not help the black mother? Because if I go back and reread what you said it was the black mother that was dying and that was being devastated by these rates, that we 3 more times likely to die than white women. So if it's the black mother that's dying, why isn't the help for the black mother? Why is the help for pregnant people? Ooh, thank you, Lord, because it was finna come out and I was finna cuss. Who is pregnant people? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Let's keep reading about what they gonna do to help pregnant people because the black mother dying. Woo! To improve perinatal health outcomes and maternal health equality, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services intends. That's a very important word right there. Intends to propose. If I intend to do something, it ain't no guarantee that I'm going to do it, man. We being flim flam. It's right here in your face. I know I don't have to go through this word for word to break this down for y'all, because if I do, then you don't have the good common sense that you were born with. You can go read this yourself. They have gone from we dying because we dying, they gonna help pregnant people with intentions. Same White House. Let me show you. Oh, that ain't the one. Hold up. Same White House. Let's learn this morning. Thank you for y'all that's donating. Y'all know I appreciate it. Everybody that's watching. Look, here it go right here. First day in office. Biden allows U.S. aid for abortion providers and expands Obamacare. So I'm just asking, y'all got money for us to abort, but you ain't got no money to make sure that we have quality health care so we not dying giving birth, but oh, I forgot. Let the White House tell it we gonna die anyway, regardless of our income or education. And you got Planned Parenthood tweeting on October 31st, 2017. I'm going to pull it up. Look, you won't give us money for quality health care, then blaming it on Trump. U.S. President Joe Biden has reversed the ban on federal funds going to international aid groups that perform or inform about abortion. So you telling me that President Trump stopped our tax dollars from funding abortion internationally? You mean to tell me that President Trump stopped our tax dollars from giving these people information about abortions and where to get them at, and we supposed to be mad? We supposed to be mad? We supposed to be mad. Okay. Let's keep going, because I got to show y'all something else, because y'all know I don't play. Let me pull this up right quick. I want to show y'all how this puzzle piece connect together. Hold on. Y'all know I'm coming with my receipts. Come on, computer, don't fail me now. Here it go right here. Here it go right here. I got to show you. So they done signed an executive order saying regardless of how educated we are, regardless how much money we got, we're going to die giving birth to our children. They have funded the abortion of our children globally for us to pay tax dollars, not just for us, right? But across the globe, but particularly in Mexico and Africa, where the darkies are, right? And then you got Planned Parenthood, because we put the connection to them with them together the other day about how Planned Parenthood spend all of this money, right, on Democrat elections and how they fund all of these Democrat candidates. Look at this right here. Look, this one I knew it was real. Do y'all see that? This is from Planned Parenthood. This was tweeted from their page. Go Google it. If you think I'm lying, go research it. This tweet, and this is another thing I look at. I look at dates too. I say, okay, dang. I say, they tweeted this on Halloween. You know, is Halloween what, a joke? It's supposed to be funny. It says, if you are a Black woman in America, it is statistically safer to have an abortion than to carry a pregnancy to term or give birth. Scary stats. That tweet doesn't say a percentage of Black women. That tweet doesn't say women that live in low income areas. That don't say, you know, a particular Black women. That says if you're a Black woman in America, they're addressing us all. The White House says if you're a Black woman, regardless of your income or your education, you are likely to die giving birth to your children. What they saying? Y'all don't put this together yet? Can I move on? I'm just asking. Do we need to keep dwelling on this? Let's move on. Y'all gonna get it. Y'all gonna get it eventually. Y'all gonna get it eventually. I promise you, you will. Let's move on to what's going on with our children in these doggone schools. Man, y'all know I stay on it all the time. Liz, the TikTok, I'm just checking off what I've been talking about to make sure we get it. Libs of TikTok, if you all are not following that page, you need to make sure you follow that page. Now, we've been talking about whether or not this is grooming and what they have been teaching our children in schools. I want to share this clip that this elementary LGBT school teacher posted about what he is, or she, I'm not sure yet, you guys can let me know, is teaching children in elementary school. And then you guys can give your commentary. Look at this right here. Let me turn on the sound. Let's get this in here. Where are we at? All right. I'm going to turn this around so you all can see here on Bigo. And we're going to go through this kind of slow because
I got people at a bed for the night, and it was okay. Mama told us we were good kids, and Daddy told us never listen to the ones pointing nasty fingers and making fun, cause we were good kids. Don't get me wrong, I didn't have it bad. Out to play ball so we could ruin them. Mama said.
Now, I must pause these because I want to read the clips as we go through them. So he put this is a teacher and he's on TikTok. And so he put this: conservatives, stop brainwashing our children in your classroom with your LGBT agenda. Okay. The comment over here says teacher shows slideshow they played for students to come out as trans non-binary. Students were taught that people can be born in the wrong bodies and sometimes aren't a boy or a girl. Now, I told y'all before my commentary on this being born in the wrong body. Let's just think if it's someone born with cerebral palsy or somebody that's born deformed or somebody that's born that can't walk. Let's be for real when we talking about being born in the wrong body and how those people feel. You know what I'm saying? When we see somebody or we see a little kid, in a wheelchair, or we see somebody born, without all of their parts, or, with too many toes, too many fingers, or not enough toes, not enough fingers, wasn't completely developed. Let's consider that when we're talking about people being born in the wrong body. But we're going to go through this and I'm going to pause it so we can read these slides. And this is what he was teaching elementary school. Okay, it says Mr. Beeman is now MX Beeman. I don't even know what that means. This is all new to me. We're all here to learn together. Mama said that it was right. You know me as Miss Beeman. I am still your teacher, but now I go by MX Beeman. It sounds like Mix Beeman. Okay. I got a people had a bad for the night. Beeman, Mix Beeman, and he, they. Instead of going in class, instead of going Miss Beeman, now you will say Mix Beeman. And instead of saying she, you can say they or he when talking about me. Now, I don't know. I took pronouns and all of that stuff in school, and I just always remember they being referred to as more than one person. So I don't know if we're supposed to think that this is more than one person. I don't know. Like I said, let's go through this. This is what they're teaching our children in school. And it was okay. I am transgender and non-binary. I was born in the wrong body. Even though I was born a girl, I feel more like a boy on the inside, but don't fully feel like either. Now, let me tell you what my problem is with a teacher telling our children they born in the wrong body, because psychologically, if you're telling a child that young that they're born in the wrong body, then they're going to start trying to figure out ways to get out of that body, or to change that body, or to dismember themselves. Because when we go to talking about our children, taking hormones to stop them from going through puberty, we talking about our children removing their breasts, removing their penises. Let's be for real about what this is. This is dismemberment. Now, if you're an adult and that's a decision that you want to make after you done experienced and know a little bit about what life is, and you mature enough to make that decision, albeit. But in elementary school, like why should our children even be focused on that? Like, that's something that can make you severely depressed. If you spending your day all day as a child worrying about whether or not you a girl or a boy, instead of focusing on things that you should focus on that can expand, right? Your intelligence, learning, you know what I'm saying, about, I don't know, history, English, math, I don't know, financial literacy, whatever. A child dealing with the fact that they don't know whether or not they was born in the right body. Why would you even tell a child that? That's a little too complex. That's my personal opinion. Let's keep going. Mama told us we were good kids. I'm still the same me. It will take time and practice to remember to say Mix Beeman. Monae! She in there running the blender. Hold on one second. It says, I'm still me. It will take time and practice to remember to say mixed beaming, but we will work through this together. Some people are born in the wrong body. Their body might not match what they feel on the inside. This is called transgender. Who wants somebody teaching their child that? Do you really want your child to go to school in kindergarten, in elementary, and it's a teacher telling them they born in the wrong body? Like, I thought this was all about, you know, being who you are and loving who you are. You love the body that you were born in. Why you can't still be you? Like, well, what is this agenda? And because this teacher has made this decision to do this as an adult, you feel like it's okay to tell somebody's child that you are a grown adult making this decision to transition. And that's your business. But you don't even have your own children. You in school teaching somebody else's children to do what you did just because you did it. You don't really care about that child. You're not going to be there to nurse that child through that situation or back from that situation. You might not even have the same. The next year, after 9 months, that child going to be gone on to somebody else's class. You may never see that child again. But you care more about the child than the parent does. And you got the right to teach this to somebody's child without their permission. This is what y'all got from this current administration. Let's keep going. What is non-binary? Some people don't feel like a boy or a girl. They may feel like both or neither. Why you can't just feel like a child? Why you can't just feel like a child? Just be a kid, just be a child, just have fun, learn how to color, taste food, you know, go see movies and, you know, go play outside and learn how to swim. Why you can't just be a child? Don't get me wrong. Non-binary people sometimes go by mix. Mr. is usually for men and Miss or Mrs. is usually for women. Non-binary people don't feel like men or women, so they go by mix, MX. This is why I'm going by mixed beaming and not Mr. Beaming. So you telling our children you ain't a man or a woman. Okay. That's what they're teaching our children in school, y'all. Let's keep going. Let's stay in on that subject. Speaking of that, there's another thing I want to show you guys. Artist Janelle Monae. I don't know if you watched this. Here it is right here. Artist Janelle Monae came out. This was all over the internet, all over blogs. And this is what she had to say about non-binary. Let me share this clip.
I'm non-binary. Yeah. So I just don't see myself as a woman or solely or, you know, I feel all of my energy. I feel like God is so much bigger than the he or the she. It's like, it's like something. And if I am from God, I am everything. I am everything. But I will always stand with women. Yeah. I will always stand with Black women.
I gotta stop this for a minute, y'all, because we have to listen to what they saying. We gotta listen to what they saying. First of all, God said He created man and woman. That's what God said. Okay, if we're gonna talk about what God said, let's just be for real when we talking about God. God said He created man or woman. How do you say I'm not a woman, but then turn around and say I'm gonna stand with women? I'm going to stand with Black women. You don't even identify as a woman. You said you're not a woman. But in the same breath, you are also saying that you're going to stand with us. This is why I keep telling y'all, pay attention to what they're saying. Pay attention to what they're doing. This is the same thing that happened with this issue with the judge, Kentaji. They telling us this the first black woman nominated to the Supreme Court. And then when they asked her to define black women, she said she can't. Are you going to stand with black women? Or when the pressure folds, is it, I can't? You going to stand with black women, Janelle Monae? Or when the pressure folds, is it, I don't identify as a woman? Man, get up out of here. Let's keep going. We was talking about let me do this before I go to Meg the Stallion. Let's talk about what's going on in schools. There is a report that just came out, y'all, that a college up in Utah is offering a porn class to students. Yep, you heard exactly what I said. There it is right there. It says Utah College will begin offering a pornography class in 2022 through the 2023 academic year, where students will watch films together. The post says, yep, you read that right. Utah's Westminster College is going to be offering a class called Film 3000 Porn in the 22-23 academic school year. On the school's website, it reads, hardcore pornography is more popular than Sunday night football. And in that class, students will watch pornographic films together. Well, what I will say about this is, regardless of whether I agree or not, college, at least that's age appropriate. You know what I'm saying? At least that's age appropriate. Get all of this stuff about sex and all of that out of our elementary schools. Let them focus. You know what y'all doing in college. Y'all know what y'all was doing around that age. Half y'all had children or didn't have children. If that's what they want to do, cool. But damn, if I'm sending my baby to college, I want her to learn how to, exist in this society. Not necessarily learn about, porn and who can do it best and how to do it and what they doing and all of that. So anyway, now listen, there is this clip that's going around the internet. This clip that is going around the internet is about this guy who's from the LGBTQ community, and he's talking about the pushback, right, that conservatives have been receiving in regards to the Don't Say Gay bill, which they labeled it, but we know it's the parental rights in education. Let's hear what this guy had to say, because it's always good to hear from somebody from that community. That way they won't be saying, oh, you're a homophobe. You just don't like gay people. Let's hear what this guy here had to say. Let me share this.
What rights don't gay people have? What don't we have? What rights don't we have? We could get married in all 50 states. What do y'all want? What do we need? What more do we need? I live in a beautiful place with my partner. We have everything that we want in this country. Meanwhile, in other countries, they're throwing people off of buildings. Nobody wants to talk about that, though. Because we don't want, Republicans don't want you talking to kids about sex. That's what you don't get? Do you know how disgusting that is? Why are y'all so into talking to little kids about sex? We have everything. We're not oppressed at all. Nobody in this country is oppressed. We literally can do we can adopt children if you want to. Like, where are you going here with this one? Oh my God, this comment from the community. What rights don't gay people have? What don't we have? What rights don't we have? We could get married in all 50 states. What do y'all want? What do we need? What more do we need? I live in a beautiful place with my partner. We have everything that we want in this country. Meanwhile, in other countries, they're throwing people off of buildings. Nobody wants to talk about that, though. Because we don't want, Republicans don't want you talking to kids about sex. That's what you don't get? Do you know how disgusting that is? Why are y'all so into talking to little kids about sex? We have everything. We're not oppressed at all. Nobody in this country is oppressed.
Y'all heard it from him. He said it. He said, listen, what is it? Why is it this big issue about y'all wanting to talk to, kids about sex? Like, we had to hear from him, and I'm feeling the same way he's feeling. Like, let our kids, just be free. Let them have fun, because y'all know the LGBTQ laws and stuff that they fighting for now. It's not about LGBTQ having the right to marry, having the right to adopt children, having the right to have a job, having the right to not be discriminated against. All of that has already been achieved. Every LGBTQ agenda that they're pushing right now is for children. You get that, don't you? And I've said it before, when you talk about LGBTQ, what does that mean? Mom, I'm still on my show. I'll call you back in about 30 minutes. I'll be done. Just call me when you leave. Okay. What exactly does that mean when they start talking about LGBTQ for our children? If you talk or just say what each letter represents, we know that it is a sexual preference. A sexual preference. You want to talk to children in kindergarten, to children in first grade, second grade, third grade about a sexual preference. That man is absolutely right. I agree with him 100%. And going off of that, let's talk about what Governor DeSantis has done. Now, you all know we have been hearing a lot of talk all over the place. Oh, Governor DeSantis, he's coming against gay rights. He's trying to deplete us. He doesn't want us to be recognized. He doesn't want people to know that LGBTQ exists. Well, let me show you all the flip side of what Governor Ron DeSantis has done. Many people in the community are trying to make it seem like it was such a bad thing that he removed the teaching of LGBTQ in our schools to kids through pre-K and third grade. But look at what he implemented. Even though he took that away, which I feel is a good thing, and it should have been expanded all the way at least to high school. That's my opinion. But look at what he did. And why is it that no Black media outlets are reporting on this? Look, guys, let me show you this. Right there. This is on floridagov.com. You guys can go read this for yourself. Governor Ron DeSantis signs financial literacy bill to support Florida's students. Have y'all heard about this in the news? You heard all about this. Don't say gay, right? You heard all about this. Oh, they're taking away our rights. You've heard this on every single platform, right? BET, all across the globe. You've heard this. Why have we not heard about Governor DeSantis signing a bill to teach financial literacy for our children in school? Why is this not all over every outlet? And why is he not being praised for this? Because how many times do we talk about it? Do we say, man, they didn't teach us about credit? They didn't teach us how to get money? They didn't teach us any of these things in school. And now he has signed a bill down in Florida. Shout out to Florida. Let's read a little bit of this and hear exactly what Governor DeSantis did. And today, Governor DeSantis signed Bill 1054 titled the Dorothy L. Hochul Financial Literacy Act, which will require high school students to take a financial literacy course to receive a standard high school diploma. This legislation will officially become a graduation requirement for students who enter high school in 2023 and 2024 school year and will not affect students currently enrolled in high school. Financial literacy is an important life skill for a student to have, said Governor Ron DeSantis. Ensuring our students will have the skills to manage their finances and perhaps one day own a business will pay dividends for our state. I am proud to sign this bill to support the future of Florida students and ultimately their families and communities. And you guys can go and finish looking that up. They want us to be mad that this man removed, teaching our elementary school students about sexual preferences and implementing financial literacy. Why is this not happening in every state? Huh? We talking about Republicans that want our teachers, that want our kids to learn about how to start a business and get money. We supposed to be mad at that? Why the Democrats having a LGBTQ parade in the elementary school? No, teach my child how to get some money. Teach my child how to start a business. Don't teach my child how to. Ooh, it almost came out. The good Lord is doing good. I didn't cuss not one time. Yeah, you want to teach, our children how to slide down the pole and pop it like it's hot. Come on, man. Steady telling us the Democrats for us. How? And here's my thing. I'm not saying everybody we need to, just turn Republican. No, you don't have to turn Republican, but we do need to vote for our best interest. And if it just so happened to be the Republicans right now, if it just like you could be one of my closest friends, you could be a family member, you could be somebody that I love to death. But if you're doing something that's gonna harm me or my children, at some point I gotta say, hold on, wait a minute, I ain't with you on that. At some point, all of this being loyal to the Democrats, why they want our children to learn about sex instead, why ain't the Democrats getting executive orders signed by their governors, by their local community leaders, right, in every city across this nation for our children? That's how you make a difference. All right, come on. So listen, y'all. It's a lot more going on. We still got to talk about it. We was talking about illegal immigration earlier today and whether or not illegal immigration helps our community. And I've already given you all my take on illegal immigration. I've told you before, just from my own personal experience in regards to balancing our economy, you know what I'm saying, and keeping our money circulating, and as far as them coming in and taking jobs and us literally being replaced. They opening the borders for these people to come in with all their hundreds of children and then telling us to abort ours. I told you that it's a replacement plan. That's my opinion on that. That's my opinion, and this is just my opinion. Let's not forget. But these are some of the stories that we don't hear about. We don't hear about our military down at the border. We don't hear about, right, what's happening to our Black men and women that serve in this country. Y'all do know we have people that work at the border. This is a story right here of a young man that you all may or may not have heard about. He is a Texas National Guard soldier, right? 22 years old. He drowned in the Rio Grande River trying to save some illegal immigrants that was illegally crossing across the border. They still have not found his body. Okay. Not only that, the two illegal immigrants that he was trying to save, they were suspected of drug trafficking. Y'all talking about this fentanyl and all of these people dying, and you got Joe Biden them giving out free crack pipes. I don't know. But what about our people dying? Are we always fighting somebody else's fight? We got a young Black man. He got a Black mama somewhere. He got a Black daddy somewhere. Y'all talking about Black Lives Matter. He done lost his life trying to save some illegal immigrants, allegedly trafficking drugs across the border illegally. Yeah, they want us to believe that all of these people coming across the border is because we got such a bad life. Oh, we can't make it. No, America is the land of opportunity. Black Lives Matter. We fighting everybody else fight, losing our children. Y'all sitting up here voting for people that's allowing this to happen. We're not fighting for ourselves. Don't tell me our fight is for them to tell us that we gonna die giving birth to our children no matter how much money we got or how educated we are. Man, listen, Black women, I need y'all. I need y'all. We are the carriers of Black life. We don't want our daughters believing that they're going to die giving birth to our grandchildren. We don't want our daughters walking around in fear for 9 months while they're pregnant. All of that energy transfers to the babies. We want our daughters to know that they're going to be perfectly fine giving birth to our bloodline, carrying our bloodline. Huh? What type of message are they sending the Black man? Don't get no Black woman pregnant, dog. They say she gonna die giving birth. You better have your, if you want your baby, you better have your baby by a white woman. What are they saying? Our children dying, drowning, trying to save some illegal immigrants, illegally crossing the border with drugs, allegedly. Ain't none of them illegal immigrants finna come here and get on. And even if they do get on, let's just say it and get millions of dollars and come up. They ain't finna start no organization to help you or your children. Ain't nobody finna open their borders for us to come over there. Shout out to Bishop Evans. God bless you. God bless your family. God bless your mom. God bless your dad. God bless your brothers and sisters, your cousins, your friends, everybody that lost someone they love. God bless your soul. This young man, for whatever reason, that decided, hey, let me go fight for this country. And this country ain't even got you fighting for them. Country got you fighting and losing your life for somebody else. They ain't even found your body. Prayers to this young man and to his family. Prayers to this young man and to his family. All right, and Natalie DeLease, y'all go find her. Y'all go follow her because we need to follow as many truth-telling accounts as we can. Let's keep going. So we was talking about Meg Thee Stallion's Plan B. And I said to myself when I first heard the song, I said, man, this sound to me like it's not the song. I just saw the title. I hadn't even heard the song yet. And I was like, man, is this some type of like silent promotion for Planned Parenthood? Then I went and I just looked up the lyrics and I said, let me just see what Meg's saying, right? And although it got a nice beat and a nice flow and all that, I'm not gonna hate on that. I'm not gonna hate on it. But I said, let me read the lyrics, because you know, anytime a song got a nice beat and it's rapping and it's flowing, you're going to find yourself repeating the words to the song. Wait till they have a concert. Just like, remember, they had all of them people up there singing WAP outside the White House when Joe Biden was going in. Y'all done went from WAP to funding abortion. Come on now. Now, what WAP lead to? WAP lead to what? Irresponsible, promiscuous sex. What irresponsible, promiscuous sex lead to? That leads to what? Unwanted pregnancy. What unwanted pregnancy lead to? Abortion. What abortion lead to? Hey, dead babies. What dead babies lead to? Organ harvesting. Fair use, this is my opinion. Come on, y'all, let's keep rolling. I said, Plan B. Why would Meg Thee Stallion release a song about Plan B? Then I said, wait a minute, let me go read the lyrics. Who the F you think you talking to, nigga? Not. I thought we was Black Lives Matter. F me? Nah, nigga. F you, nigga. Okay, that's the first intro. We done heard nigga 1, 2, 3 times. We done heard F you, nigga. So we don't care nothing about black people, right? You a nigga and this F you, and that's what we talking about. Next verse say, dear F nigga, still can't believe I used to F with you, right? Yeah, don't mess with no F niggas. Look at your white man. Black man ain't shit. Popping Plan B's because I ain't planning to be stuck with you. Well, if it's somebody you don't want to be stuck with, why are we letting them stick us? Like, what are they telling our children? What they telling our girls? I don't know. If you ain't planning to be stuck with them, why you letting them stick you? Because if he ain't stick you wouldn't need a plan B. So I don't understand how you don't want to be stuck and you getting stuck. All right, I'm just gonna keep on going. All right. Damn. I see you still kick it with them bitches. You know she's talking about women. Y'all ain't nothing but bitches and hoes. Huh? Y'all ain't nothing but bitches and hoes. Y'all F niggas and bitches and hoes. Woo! Then I'm the only reason your goofy behind got bitchs. All them hoes want to look like me. They're only messing with you just to spite me. Don't get it twisted. I ain't tripping. I never put my faith in a nigga. bitch. I'ma die independent. There it is again. We talking about aborting our babies, hating black men, calling each other bitches and hoes, all in the same lyric. This is what I be talking about this music. This is what I be talking to y'all about this music that they got our children repeating. And I talked about this before being a psychological thing, because there's a certain, have a good day. There's a certain thing is speaking things into existence, right? So whether you study the word or not, they say that you can, that the mouth, the tongue is the difference between, life and death lies in the tongue. So there are also things called affirmations where you can get up in the morning, right? And you can speak things, right? And you speak those things because you want to draw those things to you. So if in your mind subconsciously, you're constantly repeating, right? Rap songs, you don't even know it, but you can be speaking things into existence, which is why you got black people running around calling each other niggas, bitches, and hoes. It's the lingo. Huh? You got women in here now talking about how black men ain't shit. How they got to pop a plan B because of a black man. Y'all want to keep going? Because what is this about? I'ma die independent. You gonna die. You don't need no man. You a strong black woman, huh, Meg? Huh? I'm just saying. You go on to talk about, I suck it good, real hood. When you wake up, you like black women, y'all ain't nothing but hoes. Black men, y'all ain't nothing but no good niggas. And our black children ain't worth being born. All in the same song. All right, let's keep going. Now, listen, y'all know I think that President Trump is absolutely hilarious, okay? If y'all ask me. I don't know if y'all saw this clip from President Trump. Now, this is what I want to say. Right now, we got 1,009 people in the live chat. 668 people watching on Bigo. You all know they do not allow me to monetize my channel. The Cash App is at the bottom, okay? The Cash App is at the bottom. I need you all to please, please, please support keeping the line of communications open. I ask you all to donate. I do this once a week. $5. What you gonna do with $5? You can't even get a Happy Meal for your kids no more. You gonna pay $5 for a stick of bubble gum, a bottle of water. Y'all help me out. Please, please, please support. The Cash App is $ASHOW, ASKSHOW. Before we done, I'm going to shout out everybody that supported. I appreciate you guys. And I'll be like, if you can pay a subscription to watch Netflix, you know what I'm saying? If you can pay streaming to listen to Meg Thee Stallion, talking about how much, black men ain't shit, you can support your sister trying to make sure that we keeping our lines of communication open and giving a different perspective. giving a different perspective. It's nothing wrong with us feeding our souls. There's nothing wrong with us feeding our minds. There's nothing wrong with us educating our children. You know what I'm saying? So just support. And if everybody do their part, it won't nobody have to do nothing big. Like I shouldn't have to, try to chase P. Diddy down or any of these people that got all of these millions of dollars and ask them to support me. We can do it collectively as a community because we already know that we're not going to do it. And if everybody giving $1, if everybody giving $5, guess what? We doing our part. And it ain't a loss and it ain't nothing off of nobody back. So that's why I ask us all to come together collectively to support these efforts. Now, listen, Donald Trump, y'all, I think that, and I see the Cash Apps coming in. Thank y'all. I'm shouting everybody out at the end. So thank you so much for your support. Listen, Donald Trump, right? I have always found Donald Trump to be hilarious. I just have. This is what Donald Trump said at one of his most recent rallies. You guys have to see this, and I'm gonna just let you leave your own opinion. I'm gonna share the audio. Let's come here. Where we at? Woo! Mr. Trump is something else. This is Trump speaking at one of his rallies about something recently that happened with Joe Biden at the White House and the Easter Bunny, y'all. I don't know if y'all saw it. I saw it. But let's talk about what Donald Trump had to say. And this is on Twitter. You guys can go see this from the Hill.
We've never had anything like this. And we have a president right now, sadly, who has absolutely no idea what the hell is happening. He's shaking hands with the air. He's walking around somewhat bewildered. I'd say it's no good. And taking orders from the Easter Bunny. You saw that one? No, no, no. The Easter Bunny was a political operative. He did a good job, actually. That guy, we should hire that guy. He was very good. He said, no, don't talk to those people. We've never had anything like this. And we have a president right now, sadly, who has absolutely no idea what the hell is happening. He's shaking hands with the air. He's walking around somewhat bewildered. I'd say it's no good. And taking orders from the Easter Bunny. You saw that one? No, no, no.
I'm telling you, it's funny because it's true. If you paying attention to what's going on, I think Kwame had it up on his page. Shout out to Kwame. Shout out to all of our people in the comments. Big shout out to y'all, all of our supporters. If you saw it, Kwame played it on his page, man, the man was shaking hands with the air. I mean, he didn't even know where he was going, just completely confused. And he did take orders from the Easter Bunny. Now, something else that I saw, and I saw this posted on Big Boy's page on Instagram, where he was asking, what's going on with these food processing plates? And we getting ready to get wrapped up, y'all. So we only got 2 more topics we need to cover. And then we're going to talk about what we're doing in the community for those of you all that are not aware. But I remember a while back when there were all of these reports out about people, about them saying Bill Gates was going around buying up all of this farmland, right? And they were saying that Bill Gates was going around buying up all of this farmland. And then now there are these reports, and they said that Tucker Carlson did a special on it about all of these food processing plants being blown up or burned down or something like that. Y'all, let's watch this together and hear what they had.
The second time in a week that something like this has happened. On April 14th, the plane crashed into the Gem State Processing in East Idaho. What's going on here? Well, the story gets weirder. Food processing plants all over the country seem to be catching fire. A couple of days ago, a fire destroyed the headquarters of Azure Standard, one of the largest organic food distributors in the country. At the end of last month, a fire severely damaged a fresh onion packing facility in South Texas. In Oregon, a potato chip processing plant just reported a boiler explosion that sent workers to the hospital. Here's a news report on that.
Eastern Oregon, where crews are battling a major fire at a potato chip processing plant. Air 12 flew over the scene at Shearer's Foods on Highway 207 in Hermiston. We're told the fire was caused by an explosion of a portable boiler there. 2 people were taken to the hospital.
On the scene right now. This is the second time in a week that something like this has happened. On April 14th, the plane crashed.
All I have to say is, wow, y'all, I don't know if this is a coincidence. You all can go research that to look for more information. I don't know if this is a coincidence, y'all. I really don't. I don't know what's happening here. They went from the farmland being purchased to these food processing plants being destroyed. They're saying that there is a shortage on food. And that's why I'm saying we need to be making sure that these Democrats who they claim represent us are advocating, right? Advocating for us. Why they not teaching our children in school gardening? How come I wasn't taught that, right? Let's begin to teach things that are going to save lives and empower. So that's something we need to be advocating for. And if they're not doing it in our schools, y'all, come on, let's come up with some community programs. Let's get activated, right? Let's start our own gardens in our own communities. One of y'all in the neighborhood, you got some land out there in the backyard you ain't doing nothing with. Get out there and cultivate that land. Don't only cultivate that land, bring the children in the neighborhood. Teach them. Y'all can learn together. Let's go ahead and get activated because we don't know what these people got up their sleeve. But one of the things that we do know that if something is to happen, that all of us fall up under the elites. So all of us become casualties of war. So let's make sure that we are preparing ourselves. Another thing that happened, Chicago, Lil Chirac, this happened with your mayor, Mayor Lightfoot. I've been put y'all up on Mayor Lightfoot a long time ago. I said, if these people ain't doing nothing about the crime in their own communities, children getting killed, they standing behind Black Lives Matter, but in your mind, you a black man yourself, black people stop being confused. Check out this clip from when Mayor Lightfoot was questioned by the press about her job being the mayor of Chicago. Let's check this out.
Every time you have a press conference, you say crime is down. The economy is booming.
Well, that's not true, but get your question, sir.
Across the street, we had a police officer on duty, the victim of a hit and run. We have Michigan Avenue, the Magnificent Miles, now referred to as the Mile of Fear. The water tower place has thrown the keys back to the lender. They say they don't want to be in Chicago anymore. Real Chicagoans are asking me, how could you possibly even consider running for re-election as mayor of the city of Chicago after all the harm you've caused?
Well, I disagree with you fundamentally, and I don't think I need to address any and dignify your comments 1 second further. Next question.
Why do they always run when the heat is turned up? Why they always run? You can stand up when it's time to say Black Lives Matter. You can stand up when it's time to say, hey, everybody need to be wearing a mask, even though we see pictures of you at the football game. You ain't got no mask on. You and your white wife. Why they always run? Now, all of a sudden, the man asking you about people and police officers and children being murdered in your own city that you the mayor of, and I'm not going to answer your question. Vote them out. Vote them out. Vote them out. All right, let's talk about what we're doing in the community and shout out the people that actually donated this morning. So you guys, on May the 7th, our organization is going to be having a virtual Restore Your Rights class. The tickets are only $5. However, if there's someone in the community that needs help and can't afford to pay the $5, we have people donating, and we're going to use that to make sure that everybody gets in the class. So all you need to do is go over to the website to make sure you RSVP. And I'm just going to share a little bit of this information with you, and I'm going to flash the website down at the bottom. But I want to tell you guys what the Restore Your Rights class is all about. It's a virtual rights restoration class. And this first one is going to be about how to get a pardon. There are many things to consider when you talk about restoring your rights. You want to talk about whether it's a pardon you're asking for from the Fed, for a federal pardon you're asking for, which can only be granted by the president. It's a pardon you could ask for from the Board of Pardons and Paroles, depending on if you had a state case. There's also another process for restoration of rights when it comes to firearms. There's also another process for restoration of rights if you are considering running for Congress. There's also another process for restoration of rights if you are considering, we said firearm, we talked about voting, okay? Voting. So let's learn all of these different volumes, 5 different volumes. So this very first class that's happening on May 7th, 2022, and you guys asked me, what are we doing with some of the funds? Well, this is some of the things that we're doing. We're making sure that we're empowering our community, and we're making sure that we're taking care of the people that may not necessarily be able to take care of themselves. So in this Restore Your Rights class, volume 1, anybody that's looking to get a federal pardon, we're starting with a federal or a state pardon, you need to join this class. Even if you aren't looking for a federal or a state pardon, I'm still going to ask you to join the class just so you can become informed. And if there's somebody in your family or your community that needs this information, you'll be able to give them this information. So we are going to go through these applications page by page, and we're going to make sure that you understand what the application process is, what you need, how to get what you need, and also how to send it in. We're also going to go over that follow-up process. God has given me, a little bit of favor and allowed me to be able to work with an administration that was giving out pardons, has allowed me to be able to advocate for people to get pardons, and they got them. So now I want to share this information with the community. Again, like I said, if you can't afford the $5, don't worry about it. We got you. All you got to do is send us an email. Nobody is going to miss out. But for those of you all that can't afford the $5, this is how you can help us help our community. You can either donate through the Cash App. We'll use those funds to make sure everybody has a ticket, or you can go right over to the website and you can RSVP, or you can purchase a $5 ticket right at the website, which will help somebody in our community. And let me show you how you can do that. I'm going to go up here to the website and show you all the very first page and show you how, hold on, the akf.org. Come on, pop up. There we go. Let's go over here. We're going to share this page. American King Foundation. Guys, that's us right there. If you come here, but you begin to stroll down, you'll see the class right here, the Restore Your Rights class. You can go ahead and click on Register Now. When you click on Register Now, there's an RSVP button for people who cannot necessarily afford to pay the $5 for the class. And then down here, you can also see where you can just purchase your tickets. Once you purchase your ticket, and you can specify on there whether or not the ticket is for you or whether or not you want it for someone else, but we'll still send everybody out the link. Let's get educated on how to, get out of this system that they got us caught up in, okay? So we're going to start doing this, and hopefully we'll start doing this twice a month in regards to the pardon process, holding those classes, but we also want to make sure that we're teaching our people about entrepreneurship. Y'all know I'm really big on these God-given gifts and talents, right? It's the easiest way for us to get in business. What you're good at. You're good at cooking. You're good at painting. You're good at drawing. You're good at writing. You're good at cleaning. What are you good at? Let's take these God-given gifts and talents and turn them into productive businesses. Now, I got to do my rundown and my shout out for everybody that supported. Now, those of you over here on Bigo that gave me beans, I still got to get Jay to show me how to pull up the people that gave me beans, because y'all really just be watching. Y'all really don't be giving beans like that. Y'all gonna have to start giving beans, and we're gonna stop doing the political hour on YouTube, on Bigo. And y'all gonna have to just come over and catch it on YouTube, right? Because I always do it on YouTube. But Mace, thank you. I appreciate it. I support it. Lady, Dia, all of you all that's sending me stuff. I love y'all on Bigo. Now let's go to the people on YouTube that donated. Let's go here. Let me pull this up so I can show you all. Here we go right here. Okay. And I just want to show you all right here because I know people be like, oh, she got all of these people in here. She be making all of this money. We raised $429 this morning. We raised $429. That's why I say if everybody, you know, and Kwame, what up, my bro in the chat? What up, bro? What up? If everybody gave $1, right, we'd help meet our goals. But let's talk about the people that did donate this morning. Perry Smith, thank you so much. Irene Lanier, thank you. Rashi Gibson, Dales Mawiti, I don't know if I pronounced that right. Yawa Ben Yawa, S. Stoneham, Nancy Jackson, Mathis, I love you, baby. Send me $50. I love you, Shan. Marcel B, thank you, brother. Kent, Denisha Roberts, oh, $75. Denisha, I love you, baby. Thank you so much. Yolanda, Stephanie, Sky, O Dizzle, Shaniqua Dawson, Donna Thompson, Trishelle, thank you so much, sweetheart. I love you too. Ron Keith, Aqua Miller, Daryl Littleton, Just Bree, thank you, baby. My Just Bree, she always sending $5 whenever she can. I love y'all. And that's what I be saying. It don't necessarily be about, you know, how much y'all send. It just be the fact that y'all sending because we trying to do this collectively. Charlotte, Maureen Wells, thank you, Maureen. Love you. Wilbur Sims, thank you. Danielle, Belinda Tillman, Kawanza Brooks, Georgia, thank you. Winston Caesar, Ken Smith, Lorraine Petir, Yolanda Terry, Kia, Sean Renee, Nubia Carter, Basu Investment, thank you. Sandra B. Smith, Darth Low IQ, thank you. Ingrid, and Vicky Smith. Vicky Smith sent something yesterday, but thank you, Vicky Smith. I really, really, really appreciate you too. Everybody that's donating, y'all, if you haven't donated, the Cash App is down at the bottom. You see it right here on the screen. Please make sure that y'all support us because y'all already know YouTube be tripping about me being able to monetize on the channel. But I also want to show you guys where you can go to the website right here. It's flashing down at the bottom. Y'all go over to that website and sign up for that class. Like I said, even if you don't need the class yourself, just watch the class. Watch the class because this is information that we can all use. And when it comes to us talking about we can't vote or we can't do this or we can't do that, listen, we got to get hip, right, on these application and submission processes to get our names clear. Other people do it. We getting ready to start doing it now. So we're going to make sure that we try to make sure, man, we got our voting rights. We got these convictions off of our backgrounds. We're licensed to carry. We're able to protect ourselves, right? We're able to protect our families. We're able to protect our businesses. We're going to get involved in our schools. I got a notification on Instagram the other day. Let me show y'all this right quick before we get off. But I got a notification on Instagram and I was so excited. Here she go right here. Rachel, what's her name? On Instagram, she is in St. Johns County. And this is her IG, if you all can see it. It's Rach Han. I'm not sure what her name is, but let me read this to you. She says, I'm happy to announce that I have officially, well, let's look at the picture. Y'all see she's standing in front of St. Johns County Supervisor of Elections. Right there. She says, I am happy to announce that I have officially filed to be a candidate for a school board member in District 1 for St. Johns County, Florida. It's been a long time. It's been a long time coming for those who know me. I have reached the point of, if not me, then who? I'm running for my children. I'm running for the hard-working families that just want their kids to be happy, healthy, and safe. I'm running for the teachers who want to do more for their students. It's time for parents to have a voice on the inside and feel like they're being heard. It's time for children to receive quality education with no hidden agenda or confusion. It's time for teachers to no longer feel their hands are tied. It's time for our community to come together to make this happen. She said, we have work to do. She said, but for now, follow on Facebook, Rachel Hand for SJC School Board District 1. This young lady's name is Rachel Hand. She inboxed me and sent this to me. She said, I'm following steps of my conservative role models one at a time. Rachel Hand says, I'm so proud of you. And man, it brought tears to my eyes, y'all. This is how we get active in our community. Parents, get on down there. Start running for these positions. Get involved in the school board. You know, file the paperwork to become on the school board of elections. If I can, after my life, all that I've been through, all that I've overcome and gone through, if I can be a qualified candidate for Congress, don't let anything stop you from thinking that you can't roll down there to be elected to get on our school board. This is a call to action for y'all to get involved. All of you stay-at-home moms where the Lord done blessed us with a good husband that's going to take care of the bills and all that, and all we got to do is stay home and shop and watch our soap operas. Moms, I need y'all to get out there. I need you to get involved. Dads, I need you to get involved. We need the male presence to show up at our schools. I love y'all. Shout out to everybody in the comments. Shout out to my brother Kwame. Shout out to everybody that decided to donate this morning to continue to support. Y'all, listen, major news coming. I'm talking about in the next 2 weeks. Looks like the Ask morning show is going mainstream. We'll be in 79 countries, including Africa and London. I'm hoping my brother Kwame will come on to give us some of that good old sports commentary, at least maybe once a week. I don't know. I hit him a couple times. He ain't called me back yet. I'm just saying. I ain't saying we finna go, meet with no haters and none of that, bro. I just need you to just be on the radio station and do your thing. So, I know he'll be calling me soon, but y'all, shout out to the community. Shout out to those of us that's waking up, that's becoming aware, that's getting, but beyond the racism and seeing what the real agenda is. I send you all my love. Kwame say he ain't high. I see. I send you all my love, man, and look for the announcement coming soon, man. Y'all wake up, protect our children. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.